Welcome to 108 Gate. We are doing the Taurus reading for whenever you come to this reading. It is appropriate, hopefully, for you to gain something, learn something, insight, inspiration. Let's see what's coming up, Taurus. So you are feeling as though you are wanting to explore certain things. You're wanting to engage with new things, with new aspects, possibly of self, possibly with projects. There's a stagnation which you're no longer willing to accept. There's a stagnation that you're wanting to remove. Okay, so we've got deceit, and we've got three others coming in, so I'm going to kind of shuffle the other three, because you can't, well, we might need all three, I don't know. So deceit, coyote is, there we go. Yeah, that was coming in before. So deceit and nourishment. Interesting. Now there's a few different things that are coming in regarding this, so I'm going to just let the cards kind of speak a little bit. Well, let's go. Wow. Okay, I have checked, all of them are the correct way up. So Three of Swords reversed with deceit. This is linking up to, I think, the video before this one, so you might want to check out the one before this one. There's something around you that you haven't been able to fully grasp, you haven't wanted to fully see, because it's a bit too painful. It's not what you want to be thinking about. It's not a concept you actually want to entertain. It's something that you think, I'd rather not know than have to know that. So going to quite oh babes, going to some extreme lengths to look the other way, going to extreme lengths to give yourself a different inner dialogue, give yourself a different chat, give yourself a different perspective, because it's just too painful to understand the truth of a situation, the truth of a reality. And the nourishment is coming in because there is something that really is feeling undernourished, is feeling underwhelmed on some level, overwhelmed in the wrong way. So it just feels like something is so overstimulated in a negative way that is actually feeling depleted and undernourished. So if you have Temperance coming in on that, needing some kind of deliverance from something, needing some equilibrium, we need the flow to be in a more realistic space, because the more you're being unrealistic and unable to identify the actual truth of situations, the more you're throwing yourself off into some weird direction. And when I say that, I mean that you're not, you can't steer a ship, you can't steer a vehicle, you can't steer yourself in the correct direction if you're not allowing yourself to actually be at the helm, if you're not allowing yourself to be at the actual steering wheel. Basically, you have allowed this deceit to kind of steer you away from where you're supposed to be going. You've allowed it to steer you away from your intentions, away from your higher potential, away from your bigger picture. And while you're doing that, I think that's hidden from yourself as well. It's like you're stuck in an adamant moment of like, I'm going to have it this way, and that is it. If it doesn't work that way, you're contorting yourself, you're contorting the situation, you're contorting what's coming in, because you're so adamant on having it a particular way. So there's a certain aspect of this is coming in as a positive thing, of like seeing something that you have gained, seeing something that you have coming in. It feels like this is coming in. There's a sense of resources in the form of other people, resources in the form of something that's beyond this deceit, that's external to this deceit. This could be at work, it could be at home, it could be in a friendship, whatever it is, but this is someone that you are not wanting to see as a deceitful person. You're not wanting to see that they've actually lied to you about something. They've hurt you in so many ways, And a part of it now is either that deceit's going to come straight up into your face, so you're going to have to let go of holding on to it, or it's coming in that you've got to a certain point where someone else is illuminating it for you, and that it's going to be seen that I can't avoid this anymore. I can't ignore this anymore, because not only am I knowing that my subconscious is really pushing it up into my consciousness, but also that friend, that sibling, that manager, that whoever it is, there's somebody coming up and saying, you can't ignore this anymore. This is not okay. This is not something you should be accepting. If it was you 5 years ago, if it was you before this deceitful energy was coming in, you would not have accepted this. You would not have allowed this. So why are you allowing it now? Why are you covering up for this deceitful person, for this deceit that's happened? Why are you ignoring that you're being deceived? On some level, this feels like it's getting angered. It feels like it's seeing that you're turning the heart the other way around. So yes, you were at one point hurt by this deceitful energy person, whatever it is, but now you're turning it around. So I'm not allowing this to happen again. You're not allowing the pain to just sink in and seep through you. You're identifying that this is not going to go past a certain threshold anymore. I can't let it happen either again, or I can't let it happen the way it's happening now. So as much as you are in awareness that you are well, you're brought into awareness that you've been ignoring it. You're brought into awareness that what are you doing? It's just like a question like, what are you doing? Are you not able to see what's happening? Are you not able to see how it's changing you? Are you not able to see the excuses you're making for this particular source? It's bringing up certain things of like you're having to, it's such a bittersweet thing, because in your mind, in your imagination, it's perfect. But in the reality of the situation, you know it's not perfect, and you know how it's not perfect or why. But there's just something that you need to jump through, that you need to process, that you need to get over, that it's just keeping you stuck. Like even these 3 of Swords, it feels as though the swords, yes, even though you're acknowledging that there's something not quite okay here, there's not something correct here, you're still blocking the swords from allowing them to fall out. It's like the 3 of Cups, a support. There you go. That's what it feels like. You keep stacking up the cups to hold the swords in. So you put it's all right, don't worry, I'll be fine. No, it's not like that. It's just making excuses. And then another one, you're putting the cups of delight, so to speak, as support, keeping the swords in. Because you know, if those swords fall out, if those swords slip out, you're going to bleed, you're going to hurt. And it's like, just keep them in. I'd rather just keep them in and stay in denial than actually let them fall out and see the truth of the situation. This is quite a hard reading to read. 3 of Wands. Again, it's oh wow. So you've got significant wounds, you've got significant situations that need addressing. So again, looking away from that, looking away from, well, I'm looking at this, well, at least I'm not in that position, but look at the state of you anyway. You're still holding that wound. You're still holding on to the energies of the wound, which is allowing you to be wounded further. So if, for example, you have a wound and you're not dressing it, you're not cleaning it, you're not purifying it, you're not and protecting it, the wound is going to go deeper. The wound is getting worse. And the thing is, you're looking at it as if it's like this is your other perspective. This is the truth and the reality of it. This is the other perspective. You're looking at it like, no, I've got 3 cups, I'm fine. I'm not looking at the damage that's being done. I've got 3 of Wands. I'm looking out to the future. Keep looking out to the future. Don't look at what's happening now. Keep looking at the future, how I want it to be, how it's going to be. And the reality of it is, it might not go that way. You're not entertaining that reality that if it doesn't go the correct direction that I need it to go, if it doesn't go in the direction I want it to go, what's going to be the outcome? What am I going to do? So you're banking on it coming out the way you want it to come out. You're banking on it, relying on it, trusting that something might happen, something's going to happen, but in the truth and the reality of it is, it might not happen. it might not actually come to. You've got another Three of Swords. This is really difficult reading, Taurus. You've got such heartbreak and heartache here, and a part of it is, what are you doing to yourself? How much of this is you doing it to yourself? Like I did say, you're not willing to just let the swords fall. You're going to prop it up with thinking that you've got this, that and the other as support. You're making something look like it's not. You're feeling one thing, but you're not having the courage to feel the truth of it. So you just keep masking out. Put the bandage around there. It's all right. I'm fine. No, just keep looking at the future. Keep looking at the future. Keep looking at the future. What's happening right now? In the truth of it and reality of it, what's happening right now? If you allow yourself to fall into that, if you allow that to happen, you'll see the Three of Swords, another different Three of Swords. That's from the past. This one's right now. This current Three of Swords, that's a whole different opportunity to not go in this cycle again. You're at that splitting point. You're holding on to something so tightly with such like vigor that literally it's holding on to blades and pain and wounds, just so you don't have to look at the reality of it. You'd rather suffer the pain. You'd rather suffer the wounds, and keep. There you go. You're not seeing. I said this feels like. This is how you feel, like you're soothing your emotions, telling myself, no, this is working, that's working, that's working. Three of Cups is not going to be enough to sustain the bleeding, the blood that's going to come from those three swords coming out. Three of Wands is not enough into the future to sustain actually what's going to happen now, because this is based on a false perspective. It's based on that truth. This Ten of Cups here, you want that. You want it so badly. So what I said about you wanting something so badly, so deeply, that you're willing to just hold on to this pain. Push it down, push it down, push it down. This deceit that's coming from here, the nourishment you're not getting. You need the nourishing. You need proper nourishing, not just dribs and drabs. This Ten of Cups that you so desperately want. This Ten of Cups that seems just out of reach. So you're looking at the future, that Ten of Cups. I'm working towards that Ten of Cups. I'm working towards that Ten of Cups. You can't bear to think that if I don't get that Ten of Cups, what am I going to do? There's going to be some conversations. There's going to be some awareness. You allow this in or not. This conversation is, it's with someone, it feels like there's a group. You're going to have certain conversations with certain people. They're going to be speaking their truth to you. They're going to be speaking like, okay, this is what I'm seeing. What is going on? This is how I'm seeing you. What is going on? Are you okay? What's going on here? What's this? They're going to be questioning certain things. Going to be questioning your choices, questioning your intentions, questioning your truth. But you don't want to hear it. Taurus, even now I can feel that there's certain things I'm saying in this reading you don't want to hear it. If you go to your playlist and find the other readings in your playlist, have a look at the titles. This has not been a recent thing. This has been going on for quite a while. I really don't want to continue with this reading. Five of Cups. Again, I'm not going to look at that. I'm just going to keep focused on the Two of Cups. Keep focused on the Two of Cups. Those three cups that are spilt, it doesn't matter. They've already spilt once. Now you're filling those three cups again up with blood. But it's like, okay, if I don't fill it up with blood, I don't take the swords out, they won't fill with blood, they won't be spilt. That's a whole different level of denial. That's a whole different level of avoiding a certain truth. So there you happened. The three of Cups, pull the swords out, they got filled with blood. The blood tipped over. This time it's like, you know what? Forget it. I won't fill these up with blood. I won't even take the swords out. Wow. Wow. Again, just focusing on that Ten of Cups. You've got two Ten of Cups. But look at what the Ten of Cups is surrounded by. Your focus on just the Ten of Cups is just the Ten of Cups. Nothing else but just the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is not I don't think it's aligned. Right, I'm going to get a another different kind of card. Taurus, I don't quite know what to say. I know what needs to be said. I know what has to be said. But the energies are just like vibing out of the Taurus energy right now. It's like, it doesn't matter who says what. Until you're ready to hear it, until you're ready to see it, you're going to keep pushing, pushing, pushing. I'm going to push for the Ten of Cups. Doesn't matter how much that hurts. I'm going to keep those swords in. I'm going to push for the future of Ten of Cups. I don't care how much I'm in pain and how much I'm getting battered and bruised emotionally. I'm just going to keep going. You need nourishment to come to this temperance. Like, you need to understand the deceit. Acknowledge the deceit. Acknowledge the defiance. Acknowledge that you're not actually dealing with who you think you're dealing with. And then see that this actually needs nourishment. It needs compassion. It needs love. It needs whatever. Not it needs love. You need love in this situation. Are you being loved the way you need to be loved? Grounding. The beginning is where you need to be. You need to start again. This all needs to be scrapped. There's something about that. You don't want to start again. You can't start again because you're holding on to this. You can't have the fresh start that you need. Right, Taurus, if you haven't already, if you're still actually willing to, yes, I know it's a bit of a few truth bombs there, possibly. If it's not resonating, then just let it go. If it is resonating, sorry, to be honest. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. Hit the bell so you can see subsequent readings coming up. And for now, lots of peace and love. Do yourself a favour. Do yourself a favour.